Okay, so in this video I'm going to be reviewing Kubuntu 20.10 for desktop computers. So don't get mixed up with this for a Pi, this is for desktop computers. So if you're a regular viewer of my channel, you probably know that one of my favorite desktop environments for Linux is KDE Plasma, because I love the look of it and how well it's optimized and theming is so easy and stuff. So I just thought, with the new version of Ubuntu out and stuff, why don't I do a review for computers? So, this is a live USB. I haven't installed this because I'm not sure if I'm going to use it for every day because I'm just testing it out. So, this is what it looks like. We have this is a default background that it comes with. We have the bars, we have the bar on the bottom with our Wi-Fi, speaker, sound, and it's super responsive. So then we have this bar right here, this application launcher, which kind of looks like Windows 10. And then we have console, which is our terminal, system settings, Dolphin, LibreOffice, Cake, Discover, Firefox. So let's just take a look at the App Store in Kubuntu and see how it is, what kind of apps they have. So if we go over to applications, and in applications here, you can see all the applications that are available, or you could also search for one. So if I want to search for something like Imager, like I'm searching if there's the Raspberry Pi Imager on here. Maybe I need to search for Raspberry Pi Imager. Right here, Raspberry Pi Imager. It's in the default App Store for Kubuntu. If I just hit install, we should get it installing. So while that app is installing, I was just going to take a little look at some other stuff. So if you want to learn about Kubuntu and what version this is, you can just search for information, system information, you see right here, and this thing tells you all about your system and everything. So we have KDE Plasma version 5.19.5, which I think is a pretty good version. And then we have KDE Frameworks version, Qt version, kernel version. This is a 64-bit computer, so it's AMD 64. This is my processor. It's an i5 Intel Core 1.8 gigahertz, and I have 8 gigs of RAM. It only shows 7.6. And we have this HD graphics card in here. And then you can get more deep down information if you go over to memory, energy, file indexer, devices. And then if you can also go over to graphics, see some more information about your graphics, about Wayland or OpenGL. And then we have our network IP addresses and stuff like that. So this is a nice little thing to have so you can easily see your system information and what it is. So far this is looking pretty good to me. Let's go over games. So we have some games installed. We have this, I don't know what that is. We have card games, K-Patience, logic games, K-Sudoku. So they basically put K in front of everything because it is KDE, Kubuntu. That's just what they do. And then we have some graphics, all these little image editors and image viewers and stuff. We have internet, of course. It comes with Firefox and a BitTorrent client. That comes on every version of Ubuntu basically. And then we have all the Office apps, of course, the LibreOffice. We have the Science and Math app. And then we have all these settings app. There's these different input methods, and then there's system settings. So this is one of the biggest reasons I actually really like KDE Plasma is because of the settings. The appearance is so easy to change. You can change the theme and the cursors and the fonts and stuff all from here. All you do is get new global themes and you just search for one. If you wanted this Windows 7 version, you just click install when it's done installing, you just click on that and you click apply. Like, this is one of the biggest reasons I love it. And yeah, so there's all these different settings in here, workspace behavior, and if you have any driver problems, you can always fix those from here. And then this is the system information again. Yeah. And then we have some utilities pre-installed, like K is a text editor, and then keyboard layout, and Arc is the archiver, and then Spectacle is a screenshot. It takes a screenshot of your system, or you could go active window, which we don't have active window right now. Or if you click that, you could just go take a new screenshot, and it takes a screenshot just of that window, and it looks really cool, and it edits like so. That's a really useful software, and I use it a lot actually when I'm trying to have problems and stuff and are trying to send it to someone to help me. Like, this is a tool that I would use a lot. And then of course the default terminal on KDE is console, and I'm a fan of this terminal. It's really nice, and you can edit it a lot and change the appearance. Like, if I wanted red on black, then I could edit it, click a different red, and here we are. Now we have red on black. So if I wanted to install something, like, all my text is red now, and if you get sick of red, you can just go and change it. So I can just install gparted, hit Y, and all the text is in red. Yeah, and on KDE Plasma, if you don't know this, when you move the window, it like kind of blurs up so you can see the back of the background, which that is something that I'm a huge fan of and I think is really nice. And let's see what kind of background pictures this comes pre-installed with. So we have this Autumn 5.5. We have this Autumn 5.5, Blue Curl, By the Water, Canopy, Cascade, Cluster, Colorful Cups, Cold Ripple, Dance of the Spirits, Darkest Hours. Yeah, wow, there's a lot of good taken pictures here actually. So the flow is the default one, but if you wanted a different one, like me, if you kind of get sick of this one, let's just try that one out. Click apply. Now we have this nice desktop picture on our back. And gparted is done installing. So if you wanted to see it work, you can just for it. Here we are. We have gparted. So that's my main hard drive, and then this is the live USB. And another cool thing about KDE, if you want to open an app really quick, just start searching for it, and this bar on the top will come up, and you can like image it right here. I just click on that because it's done installing, and it should launch for me. My speeds, of course, are slower because this is a live USB, but yeah. It must not have been installed totally correctly or something. Or here we go. It opened finally. So 2 because I wasn't patient enough. But yeah, the software center does work, and there's actually tons more software than I would have expected that is useful on here. I mean, if you just go back to this software center, you can see how many great applications are. There's like this cool retro term, and you can have this like cool retro type of terminal on here. There's multimedia stuff. There's tons of stuff. And as you might see on my bar in the bottom right now, I'm recording this with OBS Studio, and I installed OBS Studio from this app store with just one little click. And this isn't responding, so I'm just going to terminate that up. There we go. And another cool thing, Dolphin is the default file manager on KDE. Here we are, Dolphin. This is what the default thing looks like. And these are my videos that I'm recording right now that I'm going to have to edit up. But yeah, it's a nice looking file explorer. It looks really nice and clean. Has all your buttons that are needed on the top. And yeah, we have Snap installed, of course. Yeah, it's really nice. And another thing, there's all these widgets on KDE. So you just go add widgets. You can search for new widgets on here. Download new Plasma widgets. There's tons of them. You can just search for them or find them and add them to your desktop and customize your desktop however you like. So KDE is super customizable. You can make it however you want. And then KDE, of course, we have Firefox because Firefox web browser comes pre-installed in every Linux distribution. And yeah, it works nice. You can just search for something. And of course, you can install Chrome on Ubuntu, but if you don't know how to do this, you can't do it from the Software Center. You have to go over to Chrome's website and download the Debian package and then just install that. It's not that hard, but yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to explain this if you don't know this. So Kubuntu doesn't get all of the new KDE updates, but if you want to have the latest KDE updates, you should go for this distro that is also based off Ubuntu, and it is called KDE Neon. So KDE Neon is developed by the developers of KDE, and so this of course gets all of the KDE updates first. And what they do, they base it off only the long-term support versions of Ubuntu. So it's based off Ubuntu 20.04, and this gets all of the new updates. But this will not be based off Ubuntu 20.10 because they only base it off the long-term support ones. So if you're somebody who doesn't care about the new Ubuntu versions but cares about the good KDE, you should try out this version of KDE Neon. And if you want a review on this, just tell me down below in the comments and I'll get it up running on my computer and do a review on it. Because I personally never tried this version of KDE actually. I've only tried Kubuntu and Manjaro KDE. So I would be interested in trying this out too. If you want that, just let me down below in the comments. And if this video was interesting to you guys, please hit that like button. And if you want me to review any other type of Linux or any different operating system on this computer, just let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.